Santa Fe National Forest. 1.6 million acres of mountainous terrain and trout-filled rivers that for us Texans acts as a place of refuge during the scorching summer months. We faced a 10-hour drive from Texas in search of epic mountain campsites, catching some trout on the fly rod, and getting an escape from the blazing Texas sun. Well, a little spoiler, we definitely accomplished that this trip. Every good adventure starts off with some coffee. Welcome back to Gear Up and Go. I'm Rick, and today we're doing some adventuring in the New Mexico mountains. So we just drove last night from Fort Worth to a little camp spot in near Fort Sumner, New Mexico. And so yeah, we just made some breakfast, just kind of packed down camp, got some coffee in us, and we're heading to Santa Fe. So the goal with this trip is I want to do a lot of fly fishing. I'm on the trip with Dan and then also some other friends, Jamal and Ken. You'll probably see them later, but neither one of us is very experienced in fly fishing, but we're all pretty interested in getting out there and catching trout. So anyways, we're heading to Santa Fe right now. We're going to go to a fly shop and just kind of see if we can get any intel on some fish or what flies to use and all that. And then we're going to head over to the Pecos River. Right in the river, the area of the river that we're going to is near the Santa Fe National Forest. So kind of the plan of this trip is to do some fishing, some fly fishing, and then just try to find some nice camp spots up in the mountains in Santa Fe Forest. So I hope you stick around. Let's see what kind of stuff we can get into. Hopefully we catch some trout. Maybe do some target practicing in the forest. We got some bullets, so just a fun little getaway trip. Still really hot in Texas. It was really hot last night, really, or at least this morning it was really hot. But once we get some elevation, it should get a little nicer temperature-wise. But yeah, thanks for clicking on the video, and stay tuned. We made our way to the local fly shop in Santa Fe. With some intel on what's biting and some new flies, we made our way into the forest. Sounds a little sketchy out there.
GoPro?
Trout slayers, bro, right here.
You want to just unwind this part and be slow with it. Trout slayers.
The mic's not on yet.
How much of this do you want me to unwind?
All of it, dude. All of it.
Oh, okay.
That's better. I feel like I look the part, but I don't know the part, you know?
You're going to get there.
There's only one way to do it.
To do it.
That's right.
We're going to do it. All right.
This is the Pecos River, one of the top fly fishing rivers in New Mexico. I looked around for signs of life and found a nymph under a rock. There's a little nymph right there. A good sign to use dark-colored nymphs of that size. That's probably what they're eating right there. Well, looks pretty close to what I got on. So I got a double nymph rig set up here. Got a nymph rig, nymph fly and a nymph. And then I got my indicator. So again, I just started fly fishing, so I don't really know what I'm doing. But the only way to get good at something is just do it. So that's what we're gonna do. Walking through the rocky river was a little challenging, especially with the current. We fished for probably a few hours and decided to find a camp for the night. headed up Elk Mountain and found a campsite not too far up. We just got camp all set up and time to make some burgers. We didn't catch any fish today, but we got tomorrow. So, but we got the Jamal and Ken in their little tents, and then Danny Boy, as always, on the grill. Dang, you got a little smasher too. You're official, dude.
I am so official. All I need is a whistle.
And Dan's got a new smart cap. Looking real official now. But yeah, this is the spot for tonight. Seems pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get a better one tomorrow. We'll see. And so yeah, I'm gonna grill some burgers because it's been a pretty long day. Been a long couple days, so pretty hungry. Oh, there they are. The new characters of the channel. Jamal and Ken, dude.
What's up?
Ooh. Look at all them groceries. Ken, why are you so prepared, dude?
Dude, because I'm with Slick Rick and Daniel. I can't be embarrassed. Can't look like a goon.
That's right. So yeah, we're just gonna grill out, hang out, and get ready for tomorrow. We're gonna slay some trout tomorrow for real. Today was just a test. You got your own little setup going too?
Yeah, we're gonna do just a little bit of prep, honestly, while we're waiting for him.
You want a beer? I got one already.
You're gonna do egg? Oh my gosh, an onion?
Yo, dude.
Bro,
Gonna crack an egg on it.
you are next level.
Why not?
We have to bring Jamal camping from now on now.
That's what I was thinking, dude. We gotta get him one of these. You'll be our chef.
Dude, that'd be so sick.
Camp Chef Jamal. I like it. My burgers are probably burning over there. Oh yeah. After eating some dinner, we hung around the Howl campfire and talked, laughed, and devised our plan to catch some trout the next day.
We could just put the rod on top of my truck or your truck.
You don't want to just go back to where we were yesterday?
I want to start and work our way down.
Okay. This is a really cool area though.
It's a cool area. It's just things aren't big enough. Huh? That's what I'm saying. It's not the best for our setups. I'm down to throw a rock.
All right. We're back at it. Hopefully we'll have better luck this time. We tried the first spot, and the river was just really tight and small, and we don't really, not good enough to fish that. So just wanted to find a more open river, which this should do. So let's make some casts, see if we can get something going. I don't know if we'll catch anything, but hey, honestly, just being out here is pretty fun. It's a good time. And if I catch something, that's just extra at that point. Let's see. It's a pretty good cast, I feel like. I've done a good amount of bass fishing, but never trout or fly fishing, so it's definitely new. But what I like about it is you don't need a $90,000 bass boat to just come out to a river and throw a fly around. So, not seeing any action. I think I might go try and go further down the river here. Try our luck down there. If anybody's watching who fly fishes, don't don't roast me too bad. But advice will gladly be taken for sure. I had one on. I had one on there for a second. As I'm editing this video just a few months later, I can see how bad my fishing was. I had a mile of slack line, should have lifted my rod straight up for a good hook set. I had no idea how to tie a leader or tip it on. But with a lot of things in life, sometimes it's better to just go for it and do the thing instead of waiting for everything to be perfect. The worst case scenario is you learn something from the experience, which I definitely did.
You feel good to keep driving, or do you want to park your car to the side?
Document the story, bro. What's going on?
Shoot. Second part of the trip. Finally gonna get to actually be out a lot.
We're gonna leave the Honda behind. The Honda's not built for the trail, I suppose. So we got a shotgun rider now.
Yes, sir.
All right, Jamal. So let's see if we can go find a camp spot.
Did you see that? It looks like there was a fluid buildup. But it looked like it had a fluid buildup in its lungs and it actually released. So you see that hole?
Oh my goodness, is that?
We're in reverse, Terry.
Charge me, bro.
This one. They thought about it.
Yeah. check this spot out.
Whoa!
It's not a bad view, huh?
Not bad.
All right, we got the spot for the night. I'll have to say it's definitely the best spot of the whole trip so far. Just look at that view. I don't think the camera really does any justice, but we're about almost 11,000 feet of elevation. So this is kind of like I guess it's like a valley on top of the mountain here. Super nice. Got my truck set up. It's pretty level. Got the block under there. Then Jamal and Ken got their tents up. Dan and then went up to, there's a radio tower about 20 minutes up the trail. They're gonna go check that out, but I kind of stayed back just to get set up and get ready to cook some steaks. And then tomorrow I'll probably head up there in the morning, early in the morning, go check it out. And then the plan is tomorrow to head back down to the river and go fishing some more. So it'd be nice to get a trout before we leave. But yeah, we weren't expecting this at all. This is quite the surprise. So, I mean, it's just a perfect spot. It's got a nice little fire pit. There's some more areas back here for if you had like some more ground tents. But yeah, super excited about this. But yeah, they had to leave their, they drove a little Honda Accord. They had to leave it behind because it got a little bumpy. Some heavy ruts and stuff. Not too bad though. I think it's like a 2 on Onyx, so it's really not a terrible trail if you have like a stock 4-wheel drive vehicle. But anyways, my drone, my little drone's struggling to fly up it here. Its elevation is so high, its little propellers can't really keep up. So I don't really feel confident driving my drone way out there because it'll probably just burn through the battery and just doesn't want to fly anymore. So I don't know if there's gonna be too much drone footage up here. I got a little bit on the way up here. But yeah, it's gonna be a little chilly, a little cold tonight. But we got some firewood down in the Pecos. Is it Pecos or Pecos? I'm not sure. I say Pecos. We grabbed some firewood and some ice down there. And so yeah, tonight's gonna be so nice. We're gonna have a little fire going on. The temperature is like perfect for sleeping. I might get a little chilly tonight. Gonna make some steaks. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night. So yeah, I'm gonna get, man, look at that view. I can't stop looking at it. I'm gonna get my tent set up. It's a new one I bought. It's a Nature Nest. Much easier to set up than the Smitty built. Thanks to Firm for sponsoring the tent. So that was pretty nice. So I'm gonna get the tent set up and then yeah, just probably grab a drink and sit down for a little bit. The other guy should be probably back in about an hour, I'd imagine. So I will say one thing, is super quiet up here. But yeah, I'm gonna get set up here. I think I'm gonna try and do some target shooting up here. Whew, this elevation's gonna be hard to talk a little bit, but so I think I'm gonna do some target shooting with my 45. That stump right there should be a good backstop. I did look it up. You can target shoot in the national forest as long as you're not like right next to a trail. I think it's 150 feet from a trail. And you have to have a good backdrop. Other than that, we should be good to go. So let's put some rounds down range.
My ears are fried.
Hear me now.
I can hear you.
I just cracked a cold one, dude. It's freaking perfect up here.
Hell yeah.
I began my ritual of Montreal steak seasoning and buttering up the cast iron pan. Steak is my favorite camping meal. Easy to pack, and there's nothing better than a ribeye and an amazing view as the sun goes down. We made our way down the mountain and fished the Pecos once more. Channel 2? 2. Dos, senor, dos.
Radio check.
You can only say to yourself, I don't care if I don't catch anything. I enjoy just being outside. But we all know that isn't entirely true. At some point, we all want to catch fish. My struggles began to become discouraging, and I was relieved as we packed up a little earlier than usual and found camp. This one was at the bottom of the mountain, so it was a lot more crowded, but the plan was to head out early in the morning and fish some more before we headed back towards Texas. We got back from the river and just kind of taking it easy for right now. We've been going pretty hard the last 3 days, so just relaxing. And the plan for tomorrow is gonna fish in the morning. It's my last chance to catch a trout on this trip. So gonna try and fish in the morning, and then so we're gonna try and catch a fish in the morning, and then either I'll drive home straight to Fort Worth. It's about a 9-hour drive, or we might stay in the Palo Duro Canyon for a night. So that's one of my favorite spots in Texas to camp at. So we'll see. Gonna take it easy tonight, and then tomorrow we'll see what happens. As with any trip, I had gear everywhere in my truck, so a little organizing was needed. Dan's tent had become loose, so we had to rig up something to secure it. He later went to the river alone and had some luck.
Oh, it's literally following you.
Oh my god. Oh. Cheers to Dan.
He brought back a trout, and we all huddled around the fire, like a tribe of warriors enjoying their kill.
It's still alive, dude.
It was a great way to end the night. I went to bed eager to get to the river in the morning because it was my last chance to catch a trout. But nature had other plans. The rain from the previous night completely flooded where we were fishing. There was no chance of fishing that river. We worked a little feeder stream for a while and then headed back to Texas and stopped at my favorite place.
change your shirt? Yeah, that's country. Dude, did I give you permission to record me? I didn't give you permission to record me.
Oh, I'm so in this picture of me recording.
It's on the right.
That is a turkey.
It is a turkey.
Oh.